Hello everyone, this is Nixt, and today we're going to start a new series of gameplay videos called Demo Play, where we will be featuring gameplay from up-and-coming games that have yet to be released. And today we're going to start off with Selaco playing the demo, aka version 33A, as part of Steam's Nextfest. Nextfest basically showcases indie games that are being released within the next year or so. And Selaco just happens to be one of them, and one of the ones that I'm really excited about. It is a boomer shooter that runs on the GZDoom engine, and it is inspired by games like F.E.A.R, Quake, Doom 3, a little bit of Vanquish in this game in terms of the slide motion that you could do. And, just the fact that the developers were big fans of F.E.A.R make this game like top of my list. I'm a big fan of F.E.A.R, and F.E.A.R had some of the best AI of any enemies in a first-person shooter. I don't think the enemy AI has been duplicated on that level in any other shooter that's come after it. So we'll see if Selaco will actually live up to the F.E.A.R influence and create enemy AI that are just as good. The one thing that I can't say about this game is that the enemies are a little smarter. They do talk like the enemies in F.E.A.R, and they also seem to hide for cover. They have the sense to come out and kind of flank you as well. So from what I've played from it so far, it looks like the F.E.A.R influence is there, but we'll have to see what the final product delivers. Um, so there's that going for it. In terms of story, the story takes place during a violent invasion of Selaco. Now, Selaco is an underground facility, and the surviving refugees after the fall of Earth have taken up residence in it. We're playing as Dawn. She's an ace security captain and recently was promoted to high security level clearance, and she's digging deep into the truth behind Selaco's murky history. Before she can finish her investigation, Selaco is rocked by explosions and armed invaders. While Selaco may take place in a large-scale conflict, most of this will be the personal story of Dawn, centerpiece of the game. Now, as we play today's demo, keep in mind that this is still early on in the game's development, so none of the story pieces are going to be part of this. However, we will get to see a good amount of action. A lot of what is going on in the game may remain in the game, some of it may not. We'll have to wait and see what they release as the final product. I'm excited, and I'm excited to bring you this demo gameplay today. Basically playing this in default. The game has some really nice graphics for GZDoom engine. There's a lot of options that you could switch on and off. Presets, I'm going to play it on high, which is what it's meant to be. Texture mode is default. It's smooth, crunchy. A lot, and I can't stress enough, a lot of options the way the game looks. The game does have bloom, does have chromatic aberration. Two of my least favorite things in games. With this being a GZDoom engine game, it shouldn't affect your GPU and CPU abilities. It shouldn't choke them as much as regular engine games that come out that have bloom and chromatic aberration. It should be okay to play it even on a lower end system. I'm playing this on a 1050 Ti with a 6-core i7, 8th generation. So, plays perfectly fine. And as you see, we can play it with the Vulkan engine. I think that's what the default was. You can play it on OpenGL, but I'm not going to mess with that. We're also playing it at 1080p. So there are some other features. You can go as high as 4K, which is fine because that's what GZDoom is optimized for. And you also have the ability to play it on a very wide screen 21:9 monitor. So the options are here. I personally am going to leave everything at default. I'm not a big fan of film grain. There is grain in this game. But in order to show off the demo, I'm going to leave it as is. Like I said, let's just play it the way it was meant to be played. Alright, let's get into this game. Keep the controls at default. We're going to use keyboard and mouse. Eventually there will be strong support for different gamepads. I don't know if it currently has gamepad support, but I'm old school. Keyboard and mouse is the way to go. We're going to play this at default. Commander. And then you have 3 different styles to play from. Traditional mode, hardcore mode, and randomizer mode. Hardcore mode, no checkpoints or quick saves. You can save by spending 600 credits at the Gwyn machine. Health regeneration is disabled. Spare ammo is thrown away after reloading. Kind of extreme. Randomizer mode randomizes enemy placement, pickups, behavior, and more. It's not available in the demo. We're going to play traditional mode. What we're used to. We just finished playing Heretic on GZDoom. Nice streaming through the entire game, and I'm used to that, so we're going to stay with the ability to quick save, and we do have checkpoints. That's the recommended mode. One other thing you could turn on and off is rifle start. Start each level with only an assault rifle. Find additional weapons as you progress. Now, that says what it says, but I'm not sure if you actually keep your weapons from one level to the other if you have that turned off. We'll have to wait and see. I think we do play at least through 2 of the missions in Chapter 1. We'll at least do that, and we'll get a good feel of how it is proceeding from one mission to the other. Steam demo for Selaco provides an early look at the game while it's still in development. Most story elements would be absent until a later demo update. Alright, it's level 1-1, the prologue. This is where we start. Another part of F.E.A.R is that, or another influence from F.E.A.R is that all the enemy soldiers in this game will talk like they do in F.E.A.R. Get to have a nice conversation with them. If you want, but they're not going to listen to you, obviously. They're just going to keep talking and giving you hints on their position and what they're doing next. No game has ever matched the AI of F.E.A.R, so I'm assuming this game is going to try to do its best to do it. The enemy AI in F.E.A.R has been fantastic. You know, it is a wonderful game. One of my favorite shooters, and yeah, it's in a league of its own. So right now, our first mission here is to... Our first mission objective is to gain the purple key, so we can go through this door. Have a look around. You can do things like turn off computer monitors. I don't know how beneficial that is. Grab stacks of paper and throw them. Turn off lights, turn them on. So you can interact with the environment somewhat. Pick up chairs. Soda cans everywhere. You got soda machines as well. Love the little graphic on there. Green Mars attacks. You got a fish tank here with ugly looking fish swimming around. So, move forward. A lot of explosions here. Place isn't gonna last very long. Now, We're supposed to be in an underground facility. This is what I don't get. I look out the window and it looks like we're in outer space. So maybe that's just something they did for the demo. I'm hoping that the story kind of explains why we're in outer space, if it stays in outer space. Okay, locate a weapon, run and evade invaders. Right now we don't have any weapons. We gotta go find one. The game does have a map. I'm not too crazy about this map. They try to make it more detailed than games like Heretic and Doom. I don't think they did a very good job of it. It's hard to see where the icon is currently. I mean, it's right there, but I really hope they improve the map somewhat. Alright, so your path is kind of marked by the green lights. That's where you need to go. We got enemies shooting at us. Of course, we don't have a weapon. We gotta go find one. Go through here. Again, we're seeing outer space. Pick up items using the E key, throw them. Works just like any GZDoom game. Probably could have kept that light with us. Off that steam. Oh, weapon. They're coming in. Alright, here we go. Our first interaction with the enemy. They all have purple blood. I don't know where that blood is coming from. Alt over here. Music sounds really cool. They're gonna have to work on the weapons a little, because this is the rifle, and I feel like it's a little underpowered for what it is. You do get other weapons. There's only one other one that I came across in the demo. We'll find some more, hopefully, in Chapter 22. Wait till he has to reload. See? Pretty good at hiding. And they react to the fact that you're shooting at them. Get out here. Fight them. See how he's kind of strafing away from you? While it's not exactly the F.E.A.R AI, you could see some elements of it in there. You can throw over these gurneys, use them as cover. Here's the purple key that we need. There's one purple door. Gonna backtrack a little just so we can get some help. Got to reload there, which was an issue. Oh. So if you're health dips below 35, it'll eventually replenish itself back to 35 before it stops, and which is good. It gives you a little bit of health to move around with, but the enemy AI being what it is, and them being a little bit overpowered, you really need to manage your health in this game. Eventually it'll wrap us back around to where we were beginning. Take the sandwich for some more help. Sometimes you'll come across areas like this where you could just break through. And we're getting like a money bonus here, 250 coins. So I'm guessing you could buy upgrades in between levels. Probably a store system so you could buy weapons, buy some upgrades. I don't know if there's any elements of RPG on here where Dawn gets to upgrade her health and whatnot. Maybe it'll add that. A question mark reveals the secret we just found. Like I said, they really should do a little better with that map. Make it easier to read. Picked up the purple key. Use it on the door. This is where we started out. You backtrack a little. The other purple door is up here to our right. I think there was another secret around here. Yeah, right here. See if we can open this up. What does that lever do? Yeah, not so sure what that did. And I don't think we could fly underneath these doors yet. Eventually you'll get the ability to be able to slide underneath the door. It's kind of cool. Where the similarities to Vanquish come in. Alright, so like Doom 3, and this is where Doom 3 comes in, you do get messages on your codex, not your PDA, because PDAs don't exist anymore. You can now use your Risk Codex by pressing Caps Lock. The Risk Codex is a powerful informational tool capable of downloading datapad contents for you to read. Check on level progression and much more. Read the datapad you just found, but find the keypad combination for the door near you. Yeah, so that's where it's like Doom 3. There's going to be keypads for doors, maybe lockers for ammo that are containing ammo. You're going to get the combination for them. So let's take a read at the codex. Stephen Rand, patient effects lockup. Anthony, I'm sure you've noticed by now that the passcode for the patient effects lockup has been changed despite being under constant surveillance and under lock and key. We had reports of a few things going missing. I've reset the passcode to 1432, and we'll leave it up to you to set a new passcode so that you're the only one with that information. He's gonna ask him to change it. Got green. Basically, you want to head towards the doors with the green light in this game. Get here. That's where you continue to progress. Right. Located a new weapon, the Roaring Cricket. We also have a suit. Some ammo for the gun we just got. The Roaring Cricket is a one-shot kill, practically. Sometimes a two-shot kill, depending on who you're fighting or your enemy is. You want to hold on to that ammo for when the time comes. Those doors are closed, so let's backtrack. Incoming message. Move forward with W while holding shift to perform a slide attack. Slide attacks allow you to get through small gaps like doorways, knock enemies on the floor, or dodge projectiles. You can also dash sideways while strafing and press shift. Let's try the strafe. Okay, it's like that. And a sidestep. Got it. I think the idea now is to slide underneath that door. Do it. Mechanic works very well in this game. The lockdown. Find a way to disengage the lockdown. And proceed. Here's some armor, bullets, soda cans around there. Gonna use as much cover as we can. These are slightly better gun here. Like I said, it's a one-shot kill, which is awesome. That's cool. He's dead and he's got flies around him. A nice little touch. Who else is in here? Datapad. Department heads, the past month has been trying for all of us here at the Pathfinder Memorial, but there's light at the end of the tunnel. I've been informed by top brass over at the Aces Prison Infirmary that they will be discharging the doctors and nurses we've sent them to handle their overflow of patients. I'm going to give them the weekend off to get their bearings after the heavy workload, but after that you can expect to be fully staffed again for the first time in weeks. Our heartfelt thanks goes out to all of you for shouldering the burden. You've selflessly given your all for the greater good of Selaco, and it cannot be understated how integral each and every one of you is to this community. Tom Lenders, Chief Medical Officer. Very proud of his staff. Oh, look, a burger. Open the door with that. So far we're seeing two types of enemies here. The guys in black are the lesser enemies. The ones in red have better armor. They take more bullets. See if we can flank this guy out. There we go. Go back this way. Wrong way, actually. Got a teddy bear. Of course, we're loading the new area now. Challenges are now active. Your risk codex actively keeps track of your actions, the actions you perform, and rewards you with credits for achieving certain goals. They're basically achievements in game. You can disable or reduce the amount of challenge updates you receive by going to Options Interface, Show Challenge up. Alright, well, not too interested in challenges since it is a demo. So far it's been kind with its autosaves. I've only ever used quick save once. The new gun maybe, or some ammo for this gun? Right under the store. Oh! Move this out of the way. There we go. Gotta find a place to hide here. I'm generous with the health so far. Got full rifle ammo, so we won't pick that up. I'm gonna guess we eventually get grenades. Hopefully. They'll come in very handy here. I don't have access to the cafe yet. So while they're still boomer shooters, this is GZDoom, running on the GZDoom engine. Iron Fury, which is probably a game that's close to this. Iron Fury is running on build engine. Like I said, this Iron Fury is going to get comparison to this. They're both cyberpunkish. Very cool. I was able to see where he was at just because he was firing his weapon. Health. Armor we picked up? Full health. Actually, that's a med pad. How do we activate that? There are quick keys for the weapons. Not sure how to use the med packs. Not yet, at least. Oh man, whatever explosion just happened, those people just ran out burning.
See someone acting suspicious? Please report their activity to your local security agent.
Unlock the locker. Think we can do that yet? With the right mouse button, you're able to zoom in slightly, on this weapon at least, to get a tighter, more accurate aim. Like some kind of med lab or something. Blade croucher? That's all about. So far, so good with this game. I'm enjoying it. No release date for it yet. My guess is it's at least another year or two off. Where do we go next? A couple of areas marked on that map. Probably need a different key here. Probably a red key. It's telling me that this door, this way, green thing marked on our map. The way we gotta go. Lockdown active. Okay, so we gotta remove lockdown in order to get through there. Employees only. I think we went this way, did we? There you go. I took out lockdown. Oh. Love how they pretty much explode when you're done with them. Running very low on health here. I know we passed some health at some point, but... Toilet paper? No, I don't need toilet paper. Oh, I just saw it now. Use Z for the medkit. Okay. So Z is how you use your medkit. Try this again. Wow, language here. There we go. With our medkits. Plenty of boxes and items around where you could definitely use them as cover. What kind of gun is that? Oh. Didn't realize that was a grenade launcher. Game does have its difficulty spikes, it looks like. Switch up gun. Oh, we have a flashlight too. I didn't know that. We do have a flashlight. That's going to come in helpful. Especially in those tight corridors and the vents where we only have flares that we could use. Soda. Another med kit.
Therapeutic and biological simulation now available at Pathfinder Memorial.
Come on. No, there's another enemy in here. I hear him. Oh! Okay, enemy AI isn't bad. You know where to hide. You know how to flank. You know how to attack and ambush you. So far, so good. Will it match F.E.A.R in the final product? Time will tell. We'll have to wait and see. Cola. Where are ya? Just saw him. Nope. It's our reflection, it appears to be. Thought it was an enemy. It's hanging out. What do we have here? Like there might have been a birthday party going on. What does this open? Oh, that's for the window. You can basically make any room you want completely dark. Not bad. Galaxy Hunter, last issue. Rooms look similar to the one that we started out the game in. Space globe, more 3D than your life. Sure what that's all about. Back in the party room. So where to next? Doors don't want to open? don't think we've been to this side of the map. This way. I'll turn around on this map. Again, they need to do somewhat of a better job with this map. I know it's your standard GZDoom, Doom, Heretic kind of map, but we gotta find our way in there. Gotta find a Memorial Wing B, floor 1. I have not been in here yet. Found our way. Interview with Dawn. That's us. Trying to figure out where to go next. Lobby. Memorial Wing. Want to get through these two doors, but with lockdown active, we can't get through there. Seeing on the map, there's a little bit of a guess checkpoint up there in the upper left. Find a way through there. Might be a vent or something we need to go through that we're missing. Find our way out. Not seeing much here. There's some drawings on the wall, which is interesting. Looks like we might have found our way. Here's a secret little passageway too. If we go through here, I think we can. Make sure we have a full gun. I want to be without ammo. You can destroy a lot of the environments in here. Glass can be destroyed. Certain items can as well. Pick out the head of that teddy bear. Cabinet card is needed to unlock storage locker. Cabinet cards are never far removed from their respective storage cabinet. Keep searching, so the cabinet card's gonna be like right here somewhere, right? Being attacked out here. Through here. Privacy mode engaged. Watch your step. Oh, I see. We don't want to jump down to the elevator yet. MRI exam. It's an MRI machine, alright. Lupus. It's never lupus. House God. What I thought. That looked like something that would explode if I hit it. Still searching for that key. Shut out the light controls. Can't use it. So this takes us to where the staircase is. There's an elevator that just happens to be stuck here. Whoops. Now we're swimming. Okay. Somehow that brought us down here. Drop that flare, which is still working on the water, believe it or not. Use our flashlight instead. Oh, we're running out of oxygen. That's it, we're dead. Ran out of oxygen underwater, couldn't hold our breath long enough. Checkpoints are often placed before hard encounters. Let's see where the checkpoint would be placed in this case. Oh, we'd be back all the way here when we opened up that storage area. Well, we're gonna call it here. Quite a good demo. I'm really liking Selaco. Got its degree of difficulty to it. Went to the title screen. My thoughts of it, it's really good for a boomer shooter that tries to be F.E.A.R. There's some good mechanics to it. It needs a better map. I know it's trying to show the items that are placed in the level on the map, but it just gets to be a little too... You know, you can't tell what's actually an obstructive item on the map or what you're actually walking over is a magazine on the floor or something. So it makes it a little harder to walk around the map, which is what I usually like to do in these type of games. Are we in outer space? Are we underground? I guess we'll find out in the final game when it's released. We'll know more about the story. I like the fact that it follows the Doom 3 model where it's going to give you passwords and you got to find them and you got to find keys to lockers and everything. That's always cool. I'd love to see more of this game. Will they release another demo? They might. Another demo or two. Let's see that happening. I think we're far from the final version. Although what we are seeing so far looks fantastic. I don't know if the graphics will tweak too much. Certainly pushing that GZDoom engine. Oh, there you have it, Selaco. Stay tuned for our next demo. I'm not sure exactly what it's going to be yet, but probably something from Nextfest. See what else is available out there to demo. Take care, everyone.